Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me for our weekly Pastor's Update. As we prepare to celebrate Father's Day this Sunday, I've been reflecting on my own father and how important he was in my life. I was thinking, that while my father possessed, only a fourth grade education, he lived with wisdom beyond his years. He was a hard worker. He possessed a quiet strength, a playful heart, and a wonderful sense of humor as he loved his children. He modeled equity in our home by how he treated my mom with such care and valued her as a whole person. There was always music and singing in our house that he would usually lead by playing his guitar and singing in his deep bass voice. Whenever we kids were involved in any sport or event, we could count on my dad showing up with the loudest voice. Somehow he found time to create special bonds with each of us 8 children. My favorite thing to do with him was to watch cartoons, and we would just laugh until our bellies hurt. He always let you know that he was proud of you, and that the space that he was creating for you was always a safe space to be exactly who you were. Dad always put others first as he lived into a deep sense of hospitality for the poor and the vulnerable. And so today I'm grateful for him. Now I realize not everyone has a father story that is warm and fuzzy. Some experiences with our fathers are hard and painful. Some fathers are still alive and some are dead. Perhaps that is why David wrote in Psalms 27:10, "When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up." I always loved that passage. David, I think, knew that God was always at the ready to be with us when our earthly parents were unable to. And I remember experiencing that special God love that King David writes about in the Psalms when my father suddenly died at the age when I was 15 years old. At Spiritus, I have met so many amazing fathers who continue to inspire me as you model the sacred call to fatherhood. I'm especially grateful for Father Jim, whose fatherly love as a pastor has blessed us in our community for so many years. And this Sunday, we will hear Juan Andino, who will share his journey as a father. So I hope you'll tune in to that or join us in person. We will have popsicles for all of you amazing pops. So may your Father's Day celebrations and memories, Spiritus, be blessed and meaningful this weekend. And happy Father's Day to you all. I want to give a big thank you to all the volunteers who helped us make our pop-up equity vaccination clinic a success. We had over 30 volunteers for between both of those vaccines from the parish, and you did things like you manned the parking lot, you greeted guests, you copied IDs and insurance cards, you maintained the flow, you worked in observation, you provided snacks. Amber Woldjurgis did an amazing job coordinating volunteers on both of those days. Our Spark members went out on Saturdays during the month of May and June, canvassing and sharing the clinic information with members in communities of color. So thank you for that. A special thank you to Paul Boutet and our choir members who came out and they sang this past Saturday during our clinic. Both vaccinated folks who were in the room who could hear you and the URMC medical staff spoke of how blessed they were by the music, how fantastic it was. And Spiritus, together we vaccinated 30 people of color in our community, thanks to all of you. Together, we are crushing COVID. Spark will commemorate Juneteenth again with their 5th annual Rock Juneteenth 5K Run Walk on this Saturday, June 19th at 1 o'clock to benefit the Outdoor Civil Rights Heritage Site at Baden Park. The event is a hybrid this year with both in-person and virtual, so you can sign up to do either one of those. Last year, we had over 700 walkers. We are at 255 participants right now, so there's still time to get the word out, encourage family and friends to join you, maybe form a team or join an existing team. You can join my team if you go on itsyourrace.com and just join Reverend Myra's team. So I'd love to walk with you. The race will take place at Genesee Valley Park. And if you need more information, you can check out the Rock Juneteenth 5K Facebook page or email Gloria Hovey. And her email is listed in the bulletin this week. Saturday, July 3rd, we will open up our 5 o'clock Mass. It will be great to finally have all of our Masses back. So I'm looking forward to connecting with our 5 o'clock members again in person, as well as those of you who will continue to join us via live stream. We will continue to live stream our 9:30 Mass, so continue to get the word out, invite people to join us. It was such a beautiful Mass last week, celebrating Chiapas. I left with my heart so joyful. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, July 3rd at our 5 o'clock Mass. Our deepest sympathy to the Dunn family on the death of Larry Dunn. We send our heartfelt condolences to Maureen Carver on the death of her mother, and Emily Mitchell and her family on the death of her father, Glenn Corson. We send our sympathy to Chris Garnish on the death of his mom, and Richard Goltz on the death of his uncle. And we send our condolences to Catherine Doherty and the Cooney family on the death of Ann Cooney, who died this past week. Ann's funeral will be here at Spiritus this Friday at 10 a.m. So we're looking forward to seeing you join us as we celebrate her life. Well, friends, thank you for listening to our weekly Pastor's Update. Keep walking with God and know that you are deeply, deeply loved. Take care, and I'll see you next week.